As y'all know, Woody and I have been in this process trying to figure out if we're gonna find a match, and both of us get married.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Talking to you guys about Married at First Sight, talking about Miles and Karen, and just discussing about their chances of making it to the end of this season. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and if you're a returnee, then please do me a favor, do yourself a favor, and click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. And also, Mineral Gang, you got the minerals, you got the minerals. Yes, you got the minerals. All right, cool. So, yes, talking about Miles and Karen. Really want to see Miles and Karen flourish. Please, if you... you know what? I just hope that she can overlook the age situation, because Miles looks like a very solid brother. Okay, he looks like a very solid individual. One, I love the determination that he said, you know, I'm committed to making this work and last in the long haul. Two, I love the fact that he's got a good model to model himself on. Yes, his mother and father didn't stick it out, but his grandparents are someone he sticks close to find out a model that works. That's good for the future. That's good for the actions he's going to take. That's good for the vision he's going to have about relationships. I love the fact also as well, you know, that he's solid, and the friends also vouch for him being ready to marry. I think this is very key as well. The scene where they were sitting at the table, Miles and Woody, who are also good friends as well, interestingly enough, they operate on different frequencies. And I say frequencies not about spiritual energy, please. Frequencies in terms of the fact that one is very up and down, bing, 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 and everyone is a bit more just I don't know what that is. Basically, just one's more consistent than the other. You know what I mean? And so you hear from the friends themselves, the cousins and the friends and stuff like that, who at one point I felt sorry for Woody, and I'll do that in Woody's video later on. I felt sorry for Woody because the way they really were grilling Woody and saying, "We don't think you're ready," da 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 da. And then they really praised, really praised Miles. I think it was a cousin or even one of them really said to Miles that, you know what, I think you're ready. I know that you have great qualities. You know, you're always making solid decisions and stuff like that. Like,
surprise, shock. Not so much Miles, but Woody, just knowing the type of person he is.
This one I can see it, this one I can't.
Ready to be married?
Like, the friends of him are vouching for being just a stand-up, genuine type of guy. And this is what we need to see in Married at First Sight, and it's what we need to see in relationships in general. So that was always good as well. I love the fact also with Karen as well. We got to meet Karen. It's gonna be so interesting. I think because Karen's situation is gonna be interesting because you've got a stormy mother, a mother that doesn't agree with your decision to go into Married at First Sight, and a mother who seems that she's got high standards for you. And I don't believe high standards are a problem at all. High standards are important and we need them. Where I see an issue is the way that the mother showed her disappointment almost for her daughter's decision.
Have you lost your mind?
And it made me think about myself as a father in future to try and tame some of my thoughts that I may have in certain decisions of my daughter or my son. Because some of the thoughts that we express sometimes could do more everlasting damage than do good. So what we saw from the mother was like, she was like, oh, like almost like saying that this thing is beneath you. Like, you've still got more, this thing's almost beneath you, you've got more time. And look, it's easy to say you got more time when you've had your husband or you've married before or whatever. But it ain't easy when you're single and you're looking at the market and no one's really approaching. I can understand it. So I get that thought process of Karen as well. She says she's a little bit introverted and needs somebody who's extroverted to pull out of her, which Miles is a bit more extroverted, so I think he can definitely do that. We saw that with the wedding part when the choosing of the tuxes, and when he chose white, the friend was like, listen, we know that's not you. We know that's not you. You better step out, like step in the name of love. Can't sing that song, R. Kelly. All right, cool. So, that he saw the little bit of fun in him, and he chose obviously a dark maroon red as well. Again, dark maroon red just means wealth. It means strength. It means this courage. This wealth. It represents blood. It represents life. You know, it's like the dark maroon color is a nice color to go for. You know what I mean? So, you know, I saw that, you know, Karen's mom had a strong upper lip, stiff upper lip, prim and proper kind of way. And I'm wondering if that will be an issue with dealing with, you know, Miles, and whether she will approve of Miles. Is he in the category that is really what the mother would accept as a son-in-law?
What do you think?
What you thinking?
I like it.
That's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough.
I know you, and I just like this. I feel like this is playing it safe.
So I want her to look at me and be like, damn, that man fine. And so we got to figure this out.
Is he got the minerals for being a son-in-law for this woman? Has he got the bank account for this one? Okay, I can't say that. I didn't say that she's not a gold digger or anything like that. But I'm just saying, the mother has obviously an idea of what she wants, I'm guessing, in her head. And as the show went on, she did become a bit more softer. And, you know, but, you know, she offered the fact that, said to her daughter, listen, there is an offer on the table. If you want to take it out, meaning that if you want to leave, you can leave at any time. You know, and also as well, Karen expressed that, you know, she's not much of a risk taker. She's a bit more scared. So doing this show is a risk in itself. It's something different. It's her stepping out of her comfort zone. But let me tell you something. In the comfort zone, things are comfortable, but things don't change. When you're uncomfortable, things begin to change. You know what I mean? And so what was interesting is that she came out of a 5-year relationship where the man was cheating. And when she found out, I want to know how that's affected her, because let me tell you something. 5 years of giving your life to somebody, for them to find out they were cheating on you, breaks all types of feelings of emotions, right? It can do all sorts of things of damage. Is she even ready for a relationship? Let's ask that question. Has she recovered? Has she had therapy? Has she discussed this enough with somebody? Has she got this out of her system? Has she got the pain out of her system? Is she still dealing with the pains? Like, where is she at in this journey, so we know? I always say this, people who get cheated on, you need to know what part of the journey they're on, just so that when you move forward, you know. When you move forward, you know that listen, cool, you know, I'm ready to go, you know, and that's important. And it's interesting as well, like I said, because of the mum was saying something, like the mum said, obviously, have you lost your damn mind? You know, and for me, saying those kind of things are crushing dreams, but they're words that will always stay with your daughter forever. You can't erase that. Are you out your damn mind? What, for trying to find a husband? You know, this is, are you out your damn mind is reserved for the times where your kid is really messing up, not for you when your child is making a decision which you don't necessarily agree with from your standpoint. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, let's be better than that. And I'm not saying, I'm not cussing the mum again. I don't want to be like that at 10. I want to be able to be respectful. But what I'm saying is, as black people and as parents in general in future, let's try to look at things not necessarily just from our perspective, but let's remember that our words don't get forgotten. They don't fall on deaf ears. They go into people's ears, and they actually live forever in the heart of the individual. You know, what was obviously, and I'll talk about the at the end situation. What I love from Miles is that, you know, he's craving love. He wants the same love as his grandparents. You know.
We all come to the wedding?
You know I'm going to be there.
That's what I'm talking about, granddaddy.
You know, the fact that, you know, he really appreciated the fact that, you know, his grandparents will be at the wedding as well. You know, and it's interesting because obviously Karen's a bit of a, they said, obviously the expert said, Karen's a bit of a hopeless romantic, so is Miles. What's really interesting for me is that Miles is willing to do anything to make this work. What I love about that is the fact that, like I said, the great word from the friends, but also as well, I think that the guy's in tune with feelings. And I think that's always, in 2020, it's important to be in tune with your feelings. And look, a grown man can cry. But, you know, we see from Karen towards the end, where she says, obviously, I checked his Instagram, and one of the things they highlighted, and I know it's TV, one of the things they highlighted was that, he spoke...
He seems very emotional. Oh, God, yeah. Just talking about feelings and feelings and feelings.
Feelings. Yes, it's 2020. Men can talk about feelings and feelings and feelings. You know what I mean? It don't make the person weak to talk about feelings. It don't make look, feelings is an emotional intimacy, yeah? Talking about our feelings and how we are. Being able to communicate your feelings, being able to communicate how you feel is quintessential to a successful relationship. If you can't explain your feelings to me, trust me, dog. If you're a poor communicator of how you feel, you're going to cause a havoc in your relationship because you're unable to trust them with your emotional needs, and they're unable to get you to trust. They're unable to release their emotional needs to you because you don't show that you actually care for their emotional needs. And it's meant to be a mutual trust, right? So it's important to understand that there's nothing wrong with a man that talks about feelings. Yeah, there's nothing emasculating about it. There's nothing about bad about the fact that you can talk about your feelings. It's almost a toxic mindset to have, or toxic masculinity, that a man can't have feelings in 2020. You know what I'm saying? But I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt because we don't know what kind of feelings she's talking about when she saw the feelings. You know, was he being soppy? When I'm saying soppy, I'm talking about not necessarily that he's been emotional, but rather, you know, is it something that doesn't need to be emotional over? You know what I mean? There's a real things there. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Like I said, I think they can make it if Karen decides that she's going to overlook the age situation, because he looks very mature, he sounds mature. Can she overlook the age thing? I don't know. Especially if your mum already is stiff upper lipped and doesn't like the idea of this thing already, and the mum has obviously some sway. We are not sure if this is going to last long because the mother's voice will be ringing in the ear of Karen. So, guys, I hope you liked the review. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification of the uploads, and watch out for more reviews of Married at First Sight. I appreciate you guys. Step.